Hello replayers, thanks so much for joining. I'm just highlighting a new feature I'm adding to this News Bites broadcast, and I just wanted to welcome my replayers. So hello, how are you? Thank you if you are joining me. Let's those to get joined. Hi guys, I am here for your Lunch Bites daily news segment. I'm excited that you're here. TGIF, you made it to Friday. Yay! Let's get a big whoop whoop for that. I know that's exciting. I know I'm excited about it, except I gotta do my taxes today. That's not so exciting. All right, I'm going to wait just a couple minutes at the top of the hour for some people to join, and then we're going to get started. Lickety-split, you guys, so that I don't keep you too long. Hello, Carper Newman. Where are you joining me from? Where are you joining me from for these news bites? It's 8 main headlines at the top of this hour. Where are you joining me from? I'm waiting in suspense. Anywhere exciting? It's okay, you don't have to tell me. You can stay anonymous. All right, guys, I'm gonna... Oh, thank you for the hearts. Thank you so much. I have a friend who gobbles them up. He goes... I always think it's really funny. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get started with the news. I'm not going to keep you more than about... Yeah, he goes... He says they taste like marshmallows. I don't know about that, but... Thank you very much, though. When I hit 100,000, I've got a very exciting announcement that will benefit all of my followers. So at the top of the hour, I was just asking where you guys were from and giving you a shout out for making it to Friday. You did it. You're almost to the weekend. Cheers to the weekend, you guys. But let's go ahead, dive into those headlines, and some stragglers might join in, and keep those hearts coming. Thank you so much. I can't wait to give you guys that announcement. So as close as you get me to those hearts, I can give it to you. Oh, I'm so excited, but they won't let me give it to you until I get there. Hello, I am D. Glenn H. Thanks for joining. Where are you joining from? Just giving people a couple minutes at the top of the hour. Glenn. You're Glenn. I suppose I could have figured that out. Ohio! Hello! One of my really good friends lives in Ohio. That's awesome. That is awesome. So it's more lunchtime your time. I'm in Central Time, so I try to broadcast at about 11. You're new to Periscope. Welcome! If you ever, please follow me. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer. You follow someone, I don't know how new you are, so let me not belittle your intelligence, but to follow someone, you just swipe left if you're on an iOS device, or up or down. If you're on an Android, you are following me. Awesome. I do daily news headlines every day. I also have a really fun challenge called Alpha Bites, and I look for the letter in nature that corresponds with the day. So I started on April 1st, so that was A, and then I did B the next day, so forth and so on. Today's letter is H, so later today I'll be doing that. And I'm also in PR and branding, so I chat about that, help people with that, and also just bring you guys through my daily life. I did my first scope ever last night. How did it go? Did it go well? Hey Mama, thanks for joining. Glenn, who just commented, he's new to Periscope, and it's his first scope was last night. So I'm just giving him some tips about Periscope. My mom was the one who just commented, Sing5678, so she's really sweet. She likes to join in and support me on my news broadcasts. Some other tips you can do, guys, if you're here. It's not quite what you expected. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? You never know. She calls y'all Perry Peeps. I think that's cute. So if you guys are on an iOS device, could you just swipe right and invite your followers, share this on Twitter and Facebook. I was obviously in broadcast news for a while, and you have to keep your bias to yourself. But since this is all mine, it was funny. Oh, I'll go watch the replay. How about that? And thanks for sharing it on Twitter. Glenn, if you want to do this too, if you are on an iOS device, swipe right. If you're on an Android, swipe up or down. Share this on your Facebook or with your Twitter followers. I would love to get more people in here, and I love to get your opinion on these headlines. Some of them are controversial, and I just really love to hear what you guys think. We always keep it friendly, but it really intrigues me because sometimes we get caught up in our own little worlds and our own jobs, and we don't even think about other people's perspectives and point of views. So please invite your followers. That's why I love to have you guys here, to have your opinions. And actually, today's a great day to join Glenn because here in the middle of the headlines, I'm going to announce something new I'm adding to my Lunch Bites segment. So I call it Lunch Bites because I air it so that if you are on Eastern time, which you are, I would assume in Ohio, it is about noon, lunchtime for you. And if you're all the way over in California, I'm glad I joined you. I'm glad you joined me too, Glenn. Yeah, I'm happy to answer any questions that you have. So don't hesitate to ask me, DM me on Twitter, connect with me anywhere on social media. I'm at ChelseaRoadman. Same thing. If you Google my name, the first few pages are me. So I'm happy to connect with you anywhere. You can like my business page /ChelseaRoadman PR. And you don't know if you'll scope again? My advice is don't let your first scope be your last. I always say, like in baseball, give it 3 shots. And if you decide you don't like it, you can be out. A lot of people, I have a good friend who never scopes, but she just joins Periscope to watch it. Kind of like TV. She just watches other people's. So I would encourage you, just try it at least 3 times, and then if you just decide it's not for you to broadcast, stick around and you'll understand if you see it. Okay. But at least stick around and watch other people's. It's really interesting and it's cool. You will try 3 times. Awesome. I love it. Okay, cool. Well, we need to dive into these headlines here. So, but like I said, please connect with me. And like I said too, if you want to learn a little more, are you on Android or iOS? Because Android, you're going to go up or down with your swiping. iOS, you're going to go right. And share it with your Facebook followers, Twitter followers. I don't know if you've built up a lot of followers here on Periscope yet, but you can share it with them. And let's just get some more people in here to have some conversation. I have a lot of friends that usually follow, but I know a lot of them have a lot going on today. It's a Friday. So let's dive in, guys. I don't want to keep you too long. Only 7 hours left. Yeah, on your thing. Hello, Consumed by Fire. Thanks for joining. Awesome. I was hoping a couple more people would join. So now that they have, let's get started. Alrighty. So we've got 8 headlines plus an exciting announcement that I have for you during our halftime. We'll call it commercial break. How about that? It's not really, but we'll call it a new commercial break that I just have an exciting announcement for you. All right, so definitely stay tuned through headline number 4 because you don't want to miss this announcement. All right, guys, so number 1, we're going to be here at home. A new study found that violence against women in the U.S. resulted in a whopping $4.9 trillion, that started with a T, guys, $1 trillion in direct costs. That was hard to stomach. Researchers at the McKinsey Global Institute released a study showing that violence against women, including sexual assault, does more than create physical and psychological damage. It also hurts women's economic potential. Well, obviously, that's a lot of money. All right, guys, so moving past that difficult headline to read, let's go into number 2's headline. It's a pro tip. Fidelity's new job offer calculator will tell you how good a job offer really is. So I know there's a lot of people on the job search. If you know me personally, you know that I'm working on creating my own business and getting that jump started. And you know that if you've known anyone to do that, or if you know anything about it, you know that's a lot of work. It takes a lot of capital, and it takes a lot of money to make money. And usually, if you're trying to start your own business, you don't have a lot of money. So that's been interesting. So I thought this was interesting. So if you want to know the names of it, Fidelity has a new job offer calculator. So you can Google that if you want to use that service. And that's to see how good that job offer you get really is. In addition to salary, the calculator factors in other things like bonuses, benefits, stock options, and relocation, cost of living expenses, all that to tell you exactly how much more or less money your new job is really going to make you, which is really cool because, of course, you're going to want to run the numbers yourself because you don't want to completely rely on technology for these things because human calculation of this is very important as well, especially if you have a family that you're providing for. But it's also really cool to have a backup to help you calculate those numbers. So I thought that was a really cool tool. So in headline number 3, if you want to just be in the know, PacSun is a beloved tween shopping staple. So if you're a parent or a tween or an up-and-coming tween, you probably look at, the store PacSun. Well, they just filed for bankruptcy, unfortunately. And in the filing, they claim attributes its financial woes to the poor expansion decisions made by prior management to open too many stores, neglect important brand alliances, and greenlight unsuccessful brand extensions. So maybe they just got caught up in the whirlwind of that they were the fad. I know when I was young, they were the fad when I was young, and I just thought it would never end. Looks like it could. All right, so headline number 4, we're almost to that exciting announcement, guys. Headline number 4, double take. Okay, so we've been following Kesha and her allegations with Dr. Luke and all that kind of stuff, right? Been giving you updates. Well, here's a double take for you. We've got J-Lo, her new feminist anthem. Guess what? We found out that it was produced by Dr. Luke, Kesha's alleged abuser. So, something just interesting. Jennifer Lopez released a new surprise single today called Ain't Yo Mama. It's all about independence, female empowerment, and feminism. All the things that Kesha claims that the producer's against. So, very interesting timing. It's catchy, upbeat, and has all the ingredients of a pop hit song, except for one caveat. It was produced by Dr. Luke, who Kesha claims doesn't stand for any of those things. So, just an interesting thing to bear in mind, I suppose. I found that a little interesting. So, you guys know Tech Talk. Tech Talk is my very favorite thing to talk about. I've got 2 headlines for you. But before that, let me call it a little commercial break and tell you some exciting news I am adding to my Lunch Bites special for you guys, my Lunch Bites series I do. So, you know that it takes a little bit to put on a production. So you see this light I have on me. Well, if you could, I wish I could show you guys how I have this set up in my studio. I can't even call it a studio, but I'm working towards it, and I'm working on building my business, and all that takes some capital, takes some money. So I need to raise that money, and I'm also working on that project I told you I get to announce when I get to 100,000 hearts. So keep hearting me, guys, because I can't wait to announce that. But that's also taking some money. So I'm working on raising that. Thank you guys for those hearts. I can't wait. You guys don't even know. It's taking everything in me, because I'm really real and honest with you guys. It's taking everything in me not to just blurt it right out, okay? But what I'm doing, though, is I'm working on ways to raise some money that's all going to go towards you guys, producing this for you guys, producing what I guess I just gave you a hint. I'm producing something that's going to be for you guys, and it's going to be bigger than Periscope, I promise. So here's what I'm launching, and I'm going to pull it up on my computer and flip around my camera for just a moment so that you guys can see it too. It's called Cash.me. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but it's fueled by the people that make the app for your phone called Square. This Square reader. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it, but it takes payment for different goods and stuff. It's made by the same company, and I love that company. I have a consulting business, and I use them for everything, so I trust them explicitly. Well, they have this service called Cash.me, and it's for donations such as this. And so I'm calling it a tip jar of sorts. So if you guys enjoy this broadcast, if you enjoy the Alpha Bites I do, if you enjoy seeing me on Periscope, if you've enjoyed anything, a lot of times I do song requests. If you enjoy anything anything like that. I want to give you the opportunity to sew into what I'm doing, give you the opportunity to help me not only get to the 1,000 hearts, but get to being able to produce the endeavor that I'm so excited to announce and give to you guys, and also continue and upgrade this news show, okay? So let me flip around my camera really quickly. And you're going to see my computer here. Whoops. See, I'm telling you, my studio is a little janky. It needs some work. Needs some work, guys. All right. So, here we go. Look at that, guys. All right. Let me explain this to you. So the website is right there. It's cash.me, and oh goodness, it looks like I've made a very big mistake, because right here it should have a $sign. All right, so instead of doing that, you guys, I'm gonna write it down. I tried to be all high tech for you, and it looks like I made a boo-boo. So, but you simply go to, you can do this on your mobile device, or while you're watching this right now, you can go to it through your phone. But you can go to cash.me /$ Chelsea Roadman. So it looks like I've just left out the $sign. I will fix that. I'm so sorry. But this is the page that you'll get to, and I just wanted you to see what it would look like. I'm sorry, but look how unprofessional this is going to have to look. I'm so sorry, you guys. But if you want to take a quick screenshot of that just so you know what I'm talking about, that's what it's going to look like. And it's going to give you the opportunity to just put in an optional amount. And then I'm going to be offering some exclusive classes and some PR related topics and some Periscope classes. And so if you want to join those, some of them are going to be paid classes. And I'm talking like $5 or $10, not expensive. And so when I do those, it's simply, you're going to put your handle right here where it says optional note. You're going to put your handle right in there, and that way I will know who to invite, because you can invite a certain group and no one else can join, and that's how I'm going to do that. So I just wanted to introduce this to you. Of course, I will fix this where it needs to have a little $sign. Again, that's embarrassing, you guys. You guys can definitely say you caught me on a mistake. Not many people can say that. I'm usually pretty prepared. But y'all, you did it. You caught me on a mistake. So good job. Good job for y'all. I hope you give me some feedback. Let me know if you think that could potentially be a good idea, a good way to maybe raise some funds to further this endeavor, to keep this newscast going and improving. I've got some big ideas for it, you guys, and I want to keep bringing it to you. And like I said, the 10,000 hearts, oh, you have no idea how much I want to tell you what I'm doing and bring you what I'm doing. So with that said, that officially ends our commercial break. Did you like that? Did you like that little commercial break? Little commercial interlude, really. It wasn't quite too much of a break, but anyway, thank you for bearing with me for that. It's new. I literally just launched it last night, so I'm really excited. If you want to still put your handle in the note, I will give you a special shout out and thank you on both Twitter and on here. You'll be mentioned live and on Twitter. So thank you so much in advance for anyone who wants to donate, even just a cent. If you want to donate just a cent to test it out, that's cool too. I would love that. That would be neat. I could just see how, if it works well, and I could give you some feedback. So that would be really cool. So just letting you guys know, I will be doing some fun things with it, raffles, stuff like that, coming up soon. So, all right. So we're back from commercial break, you guys. Let's get back to those headlines. We have only got 4 more, and we're going to get through them right now. We're going to Tech Talk. You know how much I love Tech Talk. We're on headline number 5, and like I said, said, going into that tech talk. So there is a secret, quote, filtered requests inbox in Facebook Messenger. So you've likely heard of Facebook's old other inbox. Remember how you couldn't get that on your iPhone or your Android device? You had to actually go to a desktop. Oh, the annoyance. What a time to live, guys, when a desktop is annoying. Anyway, you've heard of the other inbox. It was a mysterious sort of black box where messages from your non-friend list, your non-contacts, were sent to basically gather dust because we didn't know they were there. We weren't alerted of them. In October, Facebook killed this secret inbox. Thank you, Facebook. And in its place, the social network created what's called now message requests, which you can toggle between in the message section of the app or website. And here's the most exciting part, make sure it's set up in your settings, but you will get alerts that you have been sent not a message, but a message request. When you read the message, the recipient doesn't know that you've read it until you actually accept the request. I think this is fantastic, especially as someone who is a public figure, because I get a lot of things that I might not want to accept, but I also get a lot of things where it's potential clients asking me questions, so of course I'm going to accept that. And so if you ever want to reach out to me and we're not already connected as friends, please feel free to do so, because now I'm much more likely to see that other message, because now it'll be a message request. All right, guys, this is some celebrity news that I personally am stoked about. Celebrity news is usually not my most favorite news, but this is. All right, number 6, this is not a drill. Melissa McCarthy is officially joining the Gilmore Girls revival. Can I just get a, 1,000 yays? I'm so excited. I love Gilmore Girls. Grew up on Gilmore Girls. My mom and I are exactly like Lorelai and Rory. I'm Rory all the way, down to her profession, everything. If you want to get to know me, watch Gilmore Girls. If you want to get to know my mom, watch Gilmore Girls. Except for the fact that my mom is happily married. That's pretty much the only difference. There's just a couple more, but we do have a strong faith. But other than that, there's not much difference. We're pretty much Lorelai and Rory. It's my mom didn't have me at 16. Yes, she's commenting that just to make sure that no one thinks that. She didn't have me at 16 out of wedlock. She was definitely married for 6 years before she had me. But all that aside, personality-wise, for sure, she wants to clarify to all of you, she was 25. Anyway, so it's really exciting. After months of saying, Melissa McCarthy, after months of saying she was too busy or that she was disappointed to not have been asked, which I think is crazy, McCarthy stopped by Ellen to confirm the news that Gilmore Girls fans are dying to hear. Suki St. James is officially returning to Stars Hollow, and I could not be more excited. For number 7, we've got some more Nami news. The first Whole Foods 365 market will officially open on May 25th in LA. So LA, get ready, Whole Foods fans on a budget. Remember last summer when word got around that Whole Foods was opening a new, cheaper grocery chain aimed at millennials? Well, the first 365 market will open May 25th according to a press release issued by the company. So you'll have to report to us coming in May how that goes, if it really is cheaper, and how they have made it for millennials. I'm very excited to see how that goes. All right, guys, we're going into our last headline here, and it is a tech update. You know I love it. All right, so it's following up on this encryption battle. As the encryption battle heats up on the Hill, FBI says iPhone hack is limited to the 5C. So this update is actually brought to us by CNET, not Refinery 29. The FBI director shares some details on the iPhone 5C hack, and senators may know more than Apple does. Meanwhile, an anti-encryption bill could be cooking in Congress, and the Obama administration is said to be against it. Craziness. As you can imagine, there's still plenty of encryption legal drama ahead of the now settled but precedent-setting San Bernardino case involving the unlocked/locked confusing iPhone. The FBI has admitted that its methods are not only limited, as they only work on specifically the iPhone 5C and only running on iOS 9, but that they used a tool purchased through a third party. They didn't even create it themselves. The decision is currently being made as to the FBI will even share how the hack was accomplished and conducted with Apple. But for now, the tech companies are deciding on what's going on with the encryption, and other tech companies are just deciding, hey, we're going to up our encryption before anything else happens, because honestly, I do agree that is the smartest thing to do, and WhatsApp is actually giving us the best example of that, as reported yesterday. It's gone as far as adding so much end-to-end encryption that they might not even be able to get into their own systems. So, I mean, that's some pretty, that's right there, you guys. So, but where does that really leave us? That's the question of the day. Basically, what we're asking now is, will and can companies be required to create hacks to get into their own systems, therefore bypassing some of the security consumers are currently being promised? I mean, hopefully not, but you never know. Capitol Hill, they have their own way of thinking, that's for sure. And that's where I'm going to leave you today. Thanks again. Special thanks to Refinery 29 and to CNET Update, especially to Bridget Carey, who did help us out with that last update. Thanks again, you guys. And I'm going to leave you with a reminder that you can go to cash.me/ $ChelseaRoadman to donate any amount from just 1 cent to $1 to any more that you feel that you would like to donate to keep this broadcast going and to fuel what I can't wait to announce when I get to 100,000 hearts. Thank you guys so much, and I will be back to give you your weekend headlines on Saturday. We do not have News Bites Sunday, but I'll see you again on Monday. Bye guys, thanks so much for joining, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.